What's up, everybody? Welcome back to yet another video. Today I really want to talk about DMZ. Now I know normally I don't really use a webcam, but honestly I've been trying to try new things, figure out what works, what doesn't, so bear with me if you don't enjoy it, but stick around if you do. But I really want to talk about DMZ, the new Warzone Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 event game mode, and I really want to give my own personal review for the game. I've been playing the game I started playing it literally last Saturday, and I've spent 30 hours in game running around, so I know a thing or two. A lot of people probably will play the game and can still play the game, and I'm not saying that I'm better or like anything like that, but I am saying that I do play the game a lot, and I plan on playing it all through, my time off and enjoying myself through the game, especially right now. But without further ado, I would really like to talk about it. So first of all, I want to express that there is a lot of pros and there are a lot of cons. Well, sometimes the cons outweigh the pros. It doesn't really matter how many, or from what I've heard. I have only crashed one time, but crashing. I think with crashing, you probably don't want to make it, so if you crash, you lose all of your progress. If you don't know what DMZ is a game mode a lot like very similar to what Escape from Tarkov is. You understand that DMZ is a way easier and more fundamentally not as challenging game mode. So a lot of people really do enjoy it. I personally enjoy it way more, but that is just my personal opinion, and that's kind of where I stand on it compared to Escape from Tarkov. Other players may have a different experience, but that's where I stand. But anyway, crashing with DMZ mode, sorry, I started for a second. With DMZ mode, I think the biggest issue is, crashing. I think I'm not a game developer, so my personal opinion on it means literally zero. People could just click away from this video. Hell, I don't even know if you will even see the video. But I think my biggest issue with the whole crashing incident, I don't think it's going to be a quick fix. And I don't think you should lose all your stuff. I was thinking about this all day at work. Yes, I work full-time. Ka-chow. I was thinking about this all day at work, and it's going to be very hard for you to fix the crashing incident, so making it so if your game shuts off, you keep all your stuff, you complete your missions that you completed. It's like going to exfil, but your game crashes, because then people are just going to shut off their games. That's no fun. That is not going to be something anybody wants, and I pity the fool who thinks that that's a good idea. That's my own personal opinion, and that's just how I feel about it. Now, that doesn't mean that it won't be fixed like that. I just think that if you do fix it like that, it will probably lead to more people being like exploiting it and the game being considered more buggy. I don't experience that many bugs, but that's just me. All right, the only other problem that I can see the game facing, and this is a big con for the future, is I wonder how it holds up once whenever you complete everything that there is to complete. Now, the game is still in beta, and it is still free, so take it easy on being very harsh on it. A lot of new free games people are very harsh on, when I feel like you should, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It is free, and you can't argue that. I'm not saying it's excusing bad performance or bad gameplay, but I am going to say that, I don't think it's very fair for us to be as hard on this free game mode than it is for us to be hard on the multiplayer. If multiplayer is super buggy, get mad. That is horrible. They should not have that. There's no excuse for that. But if a free game mode that you had to spend no money and you're just spending your time on is a little buggy, I feel like that's excusable, because to an extent, okay, you don't have to be like, oh, I just lagged out 5 times in a row. Cool. That's completely unreasonable. But if you only lag out once every 3 days, or once every 3 hours, or you crash every once in a while, maybe that's just God telling you to take a break. You know what I mean? But back to what I was saying earlier, I think one of the issues that I can see the game facing in the future is a lack of content. Because eventually people might be like, it's just repetitive. And I won't lie, it's not extremely repetitive from where I'm at, because I still have a lot to do. I still have weapon caches I'm not going to talk about that yet. We're still talking about cons. But I still have a lot to do, but in the future, I wonder how it holds up. And so I will probably make another review after after I catch up. I'm trying to catch up before everyone else. I'm this close to beating all the other YouTubers, or I was last night. I don't plan on sleeping tonight. I don't plan on doing anything tomorrow besides just grinding, getting my grind on, and like actually trying to beat at least one tier of missions. And these missions are crazy. Now for the pros. Now, I do want to say, whenever I talk about these pros, I am biased 100%. I love DMZ. It is probably the most fun game mode I've played in such a long time. I've never been drawn into a game just because it's just so much fun. I'm a grindy person at heart. I love grindy games. And DMZ hits FPS and grinding game in the same category. It is insane. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice talking so much. So let's start about the fun things. There are plenty of missions to do. There's plenty of content to complete. There's plenty of missions to complete. There's bosses, and there's a boss in the game you can kill for the special gun. You can unlock a special gun in the game. You can unlock operator skins. You can unlock weapon blueprints. You can proximity chat. There's just so much content in this one game mode. You can run around the map and you can see the multiplayer maps in this map, which makes me wonder if there's going to be a new DMZ map. So then they're going to have more missions and more bosses. Like right now you can go in and kill the chemist, right? And this is just so much. And I know you're like, if you're watching this and you're like invested, you're like, whoa, dude, you're just talking about so much right now. Well, that's the point. That's my thing. I haven't even named. You can level up your weapons. You can level up your character. You can level up. You can do your weapon objective skins. You can do challenges for your guns. There's just so much to do. There's so, like, the only way I think personally that the game will not be fun is if you are max level, your guns are max level, you have the max weapon skins. Don't quote me on that. I did complete a weapon skin in the game, but I think some of them, they probably need to be done in multiplayer. And that's another thing. It is basically the equivalent of playing a multiplayer match. Because the AIs are challenging, which could be a con or a pro. I consider it a pro because it's helping you, because sometimes you'll run into an area, you'll be driving down a road and there'll be like 10 AIs targeting you, and just you lose. But if you're good at flicking, moving, you're good at like you are aware of your surroundings, you can parachute off buildings. The map just looks so good. There's so many. Oh, dude, this game mode is insane. I have so much fun with it. I really, really, really implore you so much that if you literally have nothing to do tomorrow, just play some DMZ. Play some DMZ with the thought of I just want to do stuff. Like equip a mission, go in with your buddies, and just go have fun. If you don't even have any buddies, I will admit, I don't play with a lot of people. I will admit, sometimes you will get killed by randoms. You will get killed by, it's PvP and PvE. You will get killed by other people. And sometimes the bots will just rail you. But other than that, the game mode is just so much fun. I'm sorry, I could talk about this forever. Anyway, if I had to give this game a rating from 1 to 10, I'm not going to give it a 10. I'm not going to give it a 9. I would have to give it an 7. I would give it an 8. I'm going to give the game an 8. The only reason I'm not giving it a 9 or 10, I know I just talked so much about it. The only reason I'm not giving it a super high rating is because I don't think it's fair that they released a game with too many problems. There's way too many problems. Not by way too many. Okay, it doesn't have a lot of problems, but crashing is a huge problem for a lot of people. And sometimes, I forgot to mention this as a con, you will experience server lag. I could have been fighting hackers, but there was a time where I was fighting this team, and as soon as I saw line of sight of them, game crashed. Like, my game didn't crash, but it lagged out its ass. And it didn't, like I said, I didn't crash. I could still fight eventually. And if it didn't, I'm not bad, okay, but I'm not godly, but I totally would have wiped the floor with them. It was so pressing because I had an opportunity. I downed one of them, which is how I knew I could have won. But then as soon as the one of them came up, my game just started lagging like crazy. The second time, I saw him once. Anyway, point is, game's fun, but there are some things that they do need to fix. And I do want to make another video later about things that they should add. Now, I know I mentioned a webcam. I'm trying a new way of recording, so if this is no webcam, I really hope the audio was very... My dog just found the thing on the floor. I really hope the audio was enough and the gameplay was enough to keep you invested. The gameplay will be of DMZ. It will be of DMZ. If you have any questions or you want me to make any type of video, guides, or anything like that, please comment them. I really want to make sure that my community is happy and enjoys the content I'm producing. I will be making more commentary content here pretty soon. I'm struggling to figure out which one I want to do it over, but I think I have a pretty clear-cut idea of what it's going to be. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you really did enjoy, go ahead and comment something you enjoyed about the video, or some, like, your opinion on DMZ, anything like that. I'm not going to ask you to like or subscribe. I have to earn it. So please take care, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.